questions. So this is kind of the feature set we have. Um, some high level walkthrough of our reservation system. It gives you like, check-in, check-out, convenient calendars, night audit, credit card processing. We work with a couple different providers, and what we do is some of these processors, like, especially if you're in certain countries, we work with what's called Stripe, which works in about 25 different countries. Of course, PayPal, which is a lot more countries that it works with, and so so we can work with different providers. Mr. David, where are you located?
Nigeria.
Are you in the United States or
Lagos,
are you outside?
Nigeria. No,
Nigeria.
Africa.
Okay.
Lagos,
All right. So
Nigeria.
you're from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Lagos. Okay. Are you is any of your other partners on the call also, or
No,
just
just
you?
myself. Yeah, just me.
Okay, great.
I joined it a bit late, like
Okay.
5 minutes ago.
So
I had stuff to do. So, can I get the presentation
no
slides
problem.
afterwards?
So this kind of gives you a little bit. Say that again.
Can I get the presentation slides afterwards so I can catch up?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We can. What we'll do is we just put it on online, so you can kind of like review it or download it.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So here is the information on the just the different user levels and things like that that would talk about the property management itself. So we can do door all these are different different features of the product. I'll just go do a walkthrough quickly. In terms of reservations, right, what happens is ours sits like a what we will call as a control panel. So it kind of manages all your reservations. So if you're using like Airbnb, for instance, it will pull everything into the system. Booking.com, Expedia, all these softwares, all these what they call as out reservation OTAs are able to be pulled into one simple interface, which is our easy inkeeping. Okay, and I'm going to show you a quick update of a booking engine as well. All right, and this is kind of an older interface of our software, quick navigation screens, things like that. Let me show you. This is just a dashboard, and I'll walk you through that if you're interested. This is the what they call as booking engine and also website. So a lot of times, especially in developing countries like Africa, what happens is people don't need to be technically have their own website. Okay, what Easy Inkeeping does is it builds a website for you. So all you would need is you would basically be able to put a domain name on that website and point it to our link, and then you have a website for you. And so it kind of makes it easy that you don't need to have a web designer, go in and create web pages and everything. And you can also use our software to quickly edit, put new images, change content, change text messages, things like that. So especially developing countries, I believe that the website builder or the website interface is going to be a big easy to set up. With the software you get a website as well. The only thing you would need is you would have a domain name. So you, for instance, you would have a name that says like GraceSoft.com or GraceHotel.com, and then that GraceHotel.com is owned by you, and you will point it to our URL, and pretty much at that point you have a website, GraceHotel.com, that has rooms listing. It has your about us. It has all the information. Great. So I'm going to keep going down here. This one kind of allows you to also. It gives you the option to buy things online. So they can, if you have a point of sale, you can put in items to be purchased online as well. So this is a deeper look into the actual online booking engine, where you can have you can process payments, you can put a shopping cart in there, you can do reservations, You can also add Google Analytics to it. So in case, you want to see who, how many people came to your booking engine, things like that, you can actually track that information. Okay. Then this is the email marketing piece. In the email marketing, of course, everybody knows email marketing and CRM has become very important. And not only that, our what's called a one unified inbox will basically not only track your emails, but also will track your text messages, whatever you're sending from your text message. So you can have an online text account. We are incorporating also WhatsApp into this. It's not right now, we don't have it now, but it's going to be incorporated into the software. So you can do WhatsApp messages from a client profile, and I can directly email the clients from a client profile, and then they would send a message back. It will go into my profile in the email itself, so it kind of makes it one place to manage all your messages. And that's what we call it as the unified inbox. Okay. All right, let me go here. It's just the point of sale. It's a typical point of sale. I can walk you through that in a minute. But the point of sale kind of gives you information to be able to use for a restaurant, or you can use it for a small gift shop. The point of sale by itself is not being sold. We sell the point of sale as part of our property management. So what is typical is we don't go to a restaurant and sell it. At this point, we're not doing it. We might do it in the future, but at this point, we're not doing. But what we do is we go to a hotel. A lot of hotels, especially outside the United States, they have a restaurant. They have a gift shop. They might have like a takeout, or they might have like a room service. All that can be added into a separate point of sale screen, where you can pretty much use the point of sale screen to kind of like, to manage your restaurant. You can put a bar on it. You can put a gift shop on it, All right. Any questions on the point of sale at all? This, I know, is an important piece for a lot of people. Any questions on this? Okay. So has anyone, does anybody sell already a point of sale system in your business to any of the hotels? No? You can unmute yourself and speak if you think if you want to share something. Okay. So it looks like nobody's selling point of sale. So if it's new, we can also do training to make sure that everybody has a pretty good knowledge about the software. Okay. And this is just kind of some of the integrations: Booking.com, Expedia, Authorize.net, TripAdvisor, PayPal. All these are different what we call as these are, we have more integrations, but just give you just a quick update on it. Okay. So, and of course, here's the last information. You can contact us, for the information. Okay. Any questions on the presentation itself? Okay. There's no questions. I'm going to jump into kind of a quick overview of what we, what we call as a master service compensation agreement. Okay. So in this one, let me just do this. I'm going to pull up this. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
So what we are showing you here is that for any reseller, you get a 30% commissions. Okay, this is what a reseller does. So what we do is you are acting as a what's called a as a partner or external sales team. So we will be with you to make sure that you are educated and do everything with you. So this reseller partner, basically what they do is you would be on the front end as a salesperson talking to the client and bringing them to a demo. And then we will do the demo. Our technical team will do all the demo, the setup, the walkthrough, the question answers, everything will take care. So you don't have to technically learn the product, because the product is pretty extensive and it doesn't make sense for you to learn the product and it's going to take time. It takes, like, normally when we train support people, it takes 6 months for them to actually start answering all questions for customers. So the ideal way to do it is that we will do all the training with the client directly. You can be on any of those calls. We try to keep everything transparent so you can see what's going on with the client, what's happening with the communication, things like that. So everybody knows what's happening with the client, and you'll be updated on that on a regular basis. Okay. So what we try to do is we try to minimize the time it takes to onboard a client. So if somebody comes in, let's just say Leslie from Bangalore, India, and he comes in and says, okay, I have a hotel that's interested in your software. I talk to them and they would like to do a demo on such and such a day at such a time. Immediately what we do is we'll schedule a demo, and we will do the presentation just like I'm doing here. We will actually walk them through the software. Second step we do is we set them up on a free trial so they can start using the product to see how it works for them. And it's basically for 14 days. And some, usually in Africa, we only give 7 days. We don't, because there's a lot of times people come and then they, they're looking to learn about the software, and they either are working from another software company that they try to mimic it, things like that. We've been doing this for 20 years, so we've seen every, all the different stories in the industry we've seen. Okay, so normally we do 7 days. So, and then what happens is, within the 7 days, you would follow up with the client, and then if they're ready to purchase at that point, we give them a link. If it's if that's the easiest way, they click on it and pay for it. And if not, we give them a bank transfer information, especially since a lot of people are working from other nations. They transfer the funds. And what happens is, on the very next month, so let's just say this month we get paid, the very next month, there's 2 times we cut a check back to the reseller. So we try to cut the check in the beginning of the month or in the middle of the month, like first on the 15th, somewhere in the first weekend, or on the 15th weekend, so that you get your commission right away. So this one is basically the 30% is for anybody that you bring. So the referral client is kind of a little bit of a it's an offshoot. I don't think we don't have many people that sign up with this one. This is mostly it's like, if you are already doing like some business, and then somebody says, I want a software, you say, hey, let me see if I can connect you. So you just you send them an email and you connect us, and then we pick it up from there. So you're not really involved in this piece. You are involved at least on the sales process. We take care of all the technical stuff. We take care of all the setting up and making sure the client is up and running, but you are involved on the sales process. Okay, so that's your first year commission. Okay, so basically what happens is, see, it says reseller will not need to provide support. GraceSoft will all support, so you don't have to worry about making support issues, taking care of support. That's the main area that we have trained our people. Our support is 24/7, and our chat is 24/7. So we have 2 offices that do support exclusively. We have an office in Houston, Texas, that does like 9 to 5 or 7 in the US time. And then we also have an office in India that does the off hours. So we are able to cover any part of the world with both our offices. So depending on what time people are coming for support, sometimes we have people that are in the Caribbean, in the US, that are needing support at midnight. And so the office, our technical support team in India will be able to handle that. So that's how we kind of make sure. So we'll take care of onboarding the clients, and we take full responsibility for support and everything. Okay. So the other option is, if you look at it, this is how it is. So if the client paid $1,000, you get $300 the very first year. Okay. The second year onward, so this kind of gives you a show. There's some products, like if we do a custom programming, if we do a custom programming, the reseller gets only 20%. So it's custom programming. We don't do a lot, but let's just say somebody says, hey, I want to build a piece to the software. This one you need to add this report or something like that, some additional thing that they're. So if we bill them for that, then they would get a like a 20% cut. But generally, the product is a 30%. Everybody gets a 30% of the main of the product. Okay. So if there's anything else, credit card processing, these things, we don't make any money. It's a service we provide to connect with Stripe, to PayPal, to CC Avenue, whatever, the different products we have. So we don't make any money. So resellers don't make money either. No. So all right. So this one. So the first year you get a 30% upfront. Okay. And then the second year, when they renew, you get a 10%. So what happens is, but if you are doing this for 3 years, so you will easily, add up your reseller commission. So what happens is your recurring revenue, first year you're getting a $300 for $1,000 sale. Second year you get like $100. So it keeps happening. The recurring sales revenue is basically year after year after year, you're getting the 10%. Okay. And then what we do is we take care of all the support. GraceSoft handles the completely all the aspects of it. The main thing we are asking the resellers to handle is the initial. When you come in, you talk to the client to get us the contact. Once we have the contact, then we'll be able to contact them. We'll keep you in the loop, and we'll kind of make sure. The idea is that we want to build your business just like you are building our business. So it's a win-win for you and us. So our focus is that we, a lot of, some other customers, some of the resellers ask, what if the client directly comes to you? It doesn't matter. We basically make sure that you are in the loop so that you understand, hey, this is what the, let's just say they paid 500 this year. Next year they're paying 1,000. So you will get the commission on the 1,000. So basically, you are getting those residual sales revenue, and sometimes what happens is client might have one hotel. Next year you'll add a second hotel. So those things also, you start getting recurring revenue on those additional new sales that come in as well. Okay. So if you have any questions on that, you can ask us. Basically what we will do is, we are asking resellers to maintain a 25 lead volume per year. Some of the areas, if it's a smaller country, we can accommodate 10 sales, but ideally we want to have 10 to 25 sales per year. So that really gives you, like the margin, and also helps us. It's a both, win-win situation for both companies. Okay. So the idea is, we as Grace Software want to help build your software. At the same time, we want to be able to give good support to the hotel, because a lot of times we see in many softwares that in especially in developing nations in Africa, in Asia, we see the support really, they give a very cheap product and then there's no support. And so that's something we've always had a very good customer support, testimonials. You can hear a lot of our testimonials online. They'll tell you our support is extremely good. So we always maintain a good support. Our team is educated. We educate them, train them so that, it goes well. So let's just say you end up having 30, 40 clients. Okay. So at that point, might be, you can also start providing support yourself so that you can get the whole 30%, year after year for yourself. And now what we do is, normally it takes at least minimum of 1 to 2 years to get proficient in support. So that's when, after 1 year is when we would even entertain the thought of you having your own support. But we can help you, teach you so that you can also provide support. Okay. Any questions on this one? Okay, so I don't see, you can even type your questions on the chat, and then I can answer those questions for you. A lot of the other things are pretty much, and also one more thing we're doing right now, we are providing an introductory pricing for, especially for the African markets and the Asian markets. Right now, we are providing, actually, we are providing, like in Africa, we're providing a 6 months pay, 6 months free, which is a 50% discount. This one says 30%. We are providing a 50% discount to as an introductory offer to basically ramp up sales. Okay, so so you are most welcome to offer this 50% sale. All our pricing is online, so there's no hidden cost. So sometimes reseller wants to add, you know, any more cost to the sale. You are most welcome to do that. I would, the recommended way to do that is to say, I'm going to provide you some on-site training. I'm going to provide you some on-site setup, or I'm going to provide you some additional services, and then you can tag additional pricing to our cost, you know. But I think the best way to do is to really penetrate the market, is because there's a huge opportunity in Africa. You know, and especially also Africa and Asia, that we can sell the product at a lower cost. It's not extremely low, it's still a lower cost, but provide very good support and build up the individual resellers and the company's brand. So I think that's going to be our focus. If you look at what's happening in Asia, for instance, I don't know if you guys heard of this hotel company called Oyo Hotels, Oyo Hotel. It was started by a young entrepreneur in northern India. Right now, it's become a huge company where they're providing very good sales and support, but at low cost. And right now, they're over a $2 billion company, you know. So we have hotels in Houston, Texas. You drive in Houston, you can see hotels called Oyo Hotels, but it started out in India. So I'm just telling you the reason why we want to keep the pricing, not add too many things, resellers not to add too many things, so that it will be cost effective for the client and we can build up in speed and build up in volume. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of the reasoning behind this. Any questions you have? Any other questions we have?
Please, I just want to add, we
So
would
I'm
like
going
to
to open
Hello? Hello, Gideon?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, please, I just want to have,
Yes.
we would like to have the marketing materials so that we'll get a full grip of your solution of replay.
Yes. So we'll be able to send you a PDF document, and also the presentation will be online. That you know, we will make sure we send it to you. I'm going to ask Paul to take care of sending all this data to you guys, you know, so you can take a look at it, you know, and use that.
Okay. In addition, so
go ahead, Paul.
please go ahead. No,
Okay,
I
was
just
going
wanted
to
to know that.
sorry, Paul, go on.
Oh, I'm really sorry that you first continue, sir. I'll keep my comments for that.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Izioma. Could
Yes,
you go
please.
ahead? I believe you had a question.
Yeah. Thankfully, Anthony, my compatriot, has asked one of the questions I wanted to ask. I'll be expecting to have the presentation so that it would aid better understanding, that is. Secondly, do you have an idea what your penetration rate in Nigeria is so far? If it is low, can you also give an estimate for those of us that are in Nigeria, to give us an idea of how to begin to strategize for onboarding? And then thirdly, the pricing, will it be contained in the presentation material you will send to us, or do you want to tell now?
Yeah, I can put that information. So let me start from the last point, pricing. Our pricing is very transparent. There is no hidden pricing. So we actually have pricing on our website. So that's why, we can beat the pricing and give the resellers a commission or a cut from the main pricing. Okay, so technically the customer can come and look at the pricing himself. So that's what the customer is paying. So the pricing, I'll put that also on the presentation. Okay. One. Secondly, in terms of the penetration in Nigeria and Africa, for instance, Nigeria is a great market, but the thing is, we have what's called a desktop software. Okay, like the desktop system, which has been in the market for many years. Okay, so we really do not count any of the desktop systems that's out there because they're not paying us as of now. So the only people that pay us are the what we call as the people that are using our cloud-based software, which is a yearly revenue, right? So they have to pay every year. So we keep the update, we keep service support, everything is included. So in terms of the penetration for the cloud-based software is almost like I would say not say zero. There is a few, very few, but it's like almost like we're starting from scratch because after 2020 we kind of pretty much lost a lot of the people that were using it before. Either they went to a desktop system or whatever reason, but I can give you a couple people that can give you testimonials that are using the software. You can look at their system. I was telling you about this property in Abuja, some things like that. I can send you some links, then you can even talk to their owners if you want to.
Okay.
Any
That's
is that clear?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions from India? The resellers from India? Okay. Good, Mr. Paul.
Leslie, go ahead, sir. Mr. Leslie, are you there?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah,
Mr. Paul, you had some questions.
Put some questions to us, sir.
Is it compatible to Indian conditions here? The software?
We do have properties in India that are using our software. Yes. Go ahead, Raj, if you want to answer
that. People are using it in India.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, yes.
How many customers you are
So
having
the
in
tax, we should. There's a list we have on our website, but but Raj can maybe update you. We've had it for a while in India, so there's a lot. More than what we have in Africa, we have in India.
India, okay. And then is the prices
There is also
competitive?
Go ahead.
Is the price competitive here?
Our pricing. So the pricing, in terms of pricing, we are probably the lowest in comparison to 2 or 3 other providers in India. One of them, the biggest one, is called EZEE Technosis. They're direct competitors. Actually, some of the things, that's one. The second one's called Hotel Logics. They're the other competitor. Their pricing are probably twice as much as our pricing. We are much more, much lesser. And of course, we have very consciously have the pricing at a much lower threshold because the market is big. The Indian market is big, just like the African market. The Indian market is huge. So I think we can make a lot of, revenue if we can price it competitively. Don't overprice it. But provide support, good support. If you look at some of the reviews of Hotel Logics, you can see like their support is, really. We have customers that have switched from Hotel Logics to us because of their support.
Very good. Let me make a try.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
I'll collect all the materials, marketing materials from.
Okay.
Paul, Mr. Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, we will send the marketing information after this meeting. We will send all the marketing information. Paul will be in touch with you guys, okay? And the idea is to really educate our sellers. The more you know, the more you understand, the better. So when you bring a client, we ask that you join us on the presentation so we can kind of really walk it through so you get a better understanding of our product and kind of the the competitive advantage over other products.
Yes. Very good.
Paul, you have something to share?
Yes, sir. I have something to share with you. First, like to thank all the people who gave us their time and joined the meeting. And the purpose of this meeting is just the introduction that Mr. Gideon is talking about, because different customers will have different criteria and different expectations. So we have to deal with each customer on a case-to-case basis, and your input to us about the customers and the market is most important, sir. That is what we are expecting from you. So whenever you have the chance, just get back to us, give us your feedback, and let us know what it is you need, how you need it, so we can tailor make it as per what is actually required. So that's another part that we need you all to be active in, sir. And also the other gentlemen, Mr. David and Mr. Anthony, if you all have any questions, please put it forth, sir. Since Mr. Isioma had asked good questions as well.
Let us know if there's any other questions, David,
Hello,
Anthony,
hello,
or
hello.
anyone. Yeah, go ahead, sir, please.
Yeah, my only question is how the management of the hotel, like if you have 3 or 4, 5, 6 hotels, can you just use one platform account to manage all of them? Or is it that per hotel you have to pay for a license for it? How does it exactly work?
So ideally, when you have if you have like more than one, we have what's called a multi-property software, okay, multi-property system. So you can manage multiple properties. But this is the interesting thing is, in terms of, so we can come up with a pricing. So let's just say you have, like you said, 5 hotels. And normally what we do is, you will say we have 5 hotels. Then if each hotel is going to be individually managed in terms of reporting, in terms of management, then you want to track it, 5 different, in one, separate ways. Otherwise, hotel 1, if you have a room number, room 100 in hotel A, and then you also have room 100 on hotel B, and the money has to go to the tax is different, how are you, it's going to be hard to manage that. So we have a multi-property software, which is basically allows you to manage all, 5 or more, it doesn't matter how many you have, you can manage all of them together easily. Basically you can go back and forth and manage it. So for instance, we have some hotels that have like 5 hotels, but they'll have one reservation desk. So they will call a one number, and on that number, they can take a reservation for a hotel A, B, C, D, E. It doesn't matter. Whatever hotel they want, they can book. So they're using our software. They say, oh, I want to book in hotel A. So they go to hotel A. Oh, sorry, there's no rooms. Okay. They say, okay, let me see if I can check on hotel B. They just click one button. It shows you hotel B, and they can make a booking there. Okay. So, so from a standpoint of usability and a standpoint of administration, you would want to have 5 different hotels because the room numbers are going to be different, rates are going to be, it's going to be unique, and then your reporting, taxes, all that's going to be different. But in terms of accounting for in terms of sales purposes, we could work where we have what's called a chain, and then we can have, okay, this chain is going to be X amount of dollars for X number of rooms, and then we can work on work that way. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, so I would like to
Mr.
I'd like to
Anthony.
conclude our yeah, go ahead.
No, I thought to just check with Mr. Anthony if he needs to say anything. And just another one statement before we close. We just like to check with all of y'all if the timings that we are keeping this meeting, is it suitable for y'all? Is it convenient for y'all? If not, what is the convenient time? Y'all can just let us know now or a little bit later also. Thank you.
Yeah, so we've had people that from like Philippines and other countries that are not able to join. So we have a separate meeting for them, different timing, which is a little bit earlier in the day. So if there's any of you, please let us know as well. So we can we're going to be continuing to having these once a month meeting. We'll go through more in depth of the product as well.
Also, just want to let you all know we have Mr. Raj, who is the main technical person to give the demos. So anything technical, whatever you all have regarding the software, you all can just directly get in touch with Mr. Raj or let me know. I will put your questions to him, so he will answer you all directly. And if more explanations, we can then check with Mr. Giria.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for your time. Hope we'll be able to, get things started. I really wish everybody, good luck, and so we can maybe start the process. It's a good coming out of COVID. It's a great time to start really pushing, the software systems, into this one. All right, and then down the road we have other products also. We're going to be releasing. We are working on another product as well. So we'll work on those things down the road. But let us know if you have any feedback to Mr. Paul, and we'll be sending you the information. Thank you for your time. Look forward to speaking with you, working with you.
Sir, just a minute, sir. Mr. Leslie, do you have anything to say?
No, nothing. Thank you. I just want to say thank you.
Mr. Anthony, anything is there for you to say?
I'm good. If I have any more clarification, I can easily get back to Paul.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Raj, anything
Thank you,
you
everybody.
would like to say to the people?
No, Mr. Paul. They can reach us, reach me on any time if they need any support help on the client's view. Yeah, we can talk. We can talk together with the clients.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Thanks again. Good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.